Hello everyone, I'm Lily and they are my groupmates, Vicky and Jerry. Today we are going to present the world of Pokemon. I believe that all of you heard of Pokemon and play with the game. We totally use three data sets in our words. The first one is about 1032 Pokemon with their information, including base stats, abilities, and so on. And the second one is about types. The last one is a Pokemon image dataset with a total of 898 images. So in Pokemon world, players and Pokemon train together to complete the battle. Each Pokemon has its own unique strengths and weakness, which are qualified in 6 main stats: attack, defense, HP, special attack, special defense, and speed. The 6 main stats help determine the growth of a Pokemon, which started at 0 but can increase by several ways. Therefore, is in base stat ranking. We can discover the top 10 Pokemon in 6 main stats. Moreover, the Pokemon Shackle is in the top of defense and special defense, which means that it can resist the damage well compared with other Pokemon. And did you notice that the small icon next to the average stats ranking comparison? This represents the elemental properties with a Pokemon and their tests. And there are 18 different types, and each Pokemon has 1 or 2 types. Therefore, we can consider that type 1 is primary type and the other is secondary type. From the ranking graph, we can discover that Dragon type went higher and Bug is in lower position in 6 main stats. Furthermore, most stats are more balanced. Some stats are above average. Others are below. For example, ground type ranks well in attack and defense. However, others that are in middle or lower position. Although Dragon type ran at the head of the main stat, the total stat of Pokemon with Dragon type are in number 10, named Rayquaza. Consequently, we can conclude that a Pokemon type indicates whether it is stronger or weaker against other Pokemon. But keep in mind that even the weakest can get much stronger through training and evolution. The next one is types relationship. The effectiveness shows how effective it is against each Pokemon types. Some types are super effective against others and do double damage, such as electric against water, while others are not very effective, just do the half of the damage, such as Dragon against Steel. Some types are labeled no effect with others, such as Dragon against Fairy. We can use filter to choose your favorite type to learn more about their strengths and weakness. Then I will pass to my groupmate Vicky to continue the next part.
As we see from the Pokemon catch rate by the type chart, it is easy to know that the Poison type has the highest average catch rate, and the Dragon type has the lowest average catch rate. Normal type is the second high catch rate, and the Bug type is the third high catch rate. For the relationship between the catch rate and the total stats, we divide it into 2 kinds of Pokemon, which is legendary or regular. Legendary is a kind of Pokemon that considered to be very rare and strong. From the regular Pokemon line, the R-square is around 0.5. It means that the heart of the variance is expanded by the model. The strength of the relationship is the moderate effect. Half of the Pokemon match up the higher catch rate, the lower total base stats. For the legendary, R-square is nearly 0.01. It means that it has no relationship between the catch rate and the total base stats. And we think the reason is that the amount of the legendary Pokemon is very small. The chart has no enough statistics to support the relationship. For another aspect of the relationship between the attack and defense, we also use filters to distinguish regular and legendary Pokemon. For the regular Pokemon line, we find that the R-square is around 0.2. It represents the weak and positive relationship between the attack and defense. For the legendary Pokemon, R-square is 0.02. There is no relationship between the attack and defense. And next, I will pass the mic to my groupmate.
Thank you, my teammates' elaboration on the findings of the Pokemon world. Now, if you want to deep down to the individual Pokemon or even make comparisons, you may use the dashboard that we provide next. This dashboard is showing information of two Pokemons at the same time. It allows you to select from the drop-down list on the top of the page, or you can simply select from the dots. Hover through the dots, you may find basic information of the Pokemons. The dots are ordered by the overall abilities from the highest on the left and the smallest on the right. From here, you can see that the one with the strongest abilities is Arceus. It has 120 on each dimension and a total of 720. The weakest is the Wishiwashi, only 175 in total. The purple ones are legendary Pokemons. We can tell from here, although the number of legendary Pokemons is small, but they nearly occupied the top 10 positions. Now let's move down to the left bottom area. It shows the detailed information of the Pokemons. The radar chart reveals the distribution of the 6 abilities. Information of the other Pokemon is on the opposite side. Now, when it comes to comparing two Pokemons and wondering which one is more powerful, we could not overlook the types they belong, which determine the attack effectiveness. In here, we simply use 6 abilities and primary types to make comparison. We multiply the value of attack and special attack by effectiveness and add the other values. We can take the example of Fione and Amora. We can see that Fione has higher values on each dimension, but due to the more effective attack by Amora, the damage is doubled. Amora is more powerful in this case. Although this visualization seems simple, but it actually requires a lot of efforts. One of the challenges I encountered is that I need to access 2 objects from a same data set at the same time, and the effectiveness is determined by the types of both objects. When multiplying the value by the effectiveness needs to be a fixed value. But as Pokemon changes, the value needs to change at the same time. At the end, I used fixed function to aggregate the value. However, the aggregated results could not be used across data sources. Another challenge we faced is to match the Pokemon image to the exact Pokemon. We figure out that a sign function in the shape is based on the orders. So we need to make sure the total number of Pokemon is the same as the number of the images, and the name should be aligned as well. As there were nearly 1,000 images, we used the Python to collect and amend all the image names so that the orders could be aligned. In the next part, Vicky will make conclusions on our presentation.
In conclusion, Tableau effectively and efficiently help us to visualize the words of the Pokemon, makes the dictionary to better know the ability, types, and total base ranking of the Pokemon. And Tableau also provide us an opportunity to make deeper comparison and find the relationship between the selected data, and people can choose which type of the Pokemon they like. We learned a lot from those operations and all enjoy this experience. And that's all for our presentation. Thank you.